Hello friends, this is Kumar and I welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. Friends, today I am here to discuss with you London by William Blake. In this poem, Blake paints the ugly side of society as he sees it in the city of London. He sees man in a miserable state. The little child, the chimney sweeper, the soldier, the harlot, each has a tale of woe to tell. The poet hears the painful sobs of the chimney sweeper. He sees the blood of unfortunate soldiers dripping down the walls of a palace. He sees how poverty has led to harlotry, which has destroyed the married life of people and has proved a curse for children. The poem, in fact, presents a picture of the poor and the depressed in a city like London. It is a picture of the early 19th century when the Industrial Revolution had made the rich richer and the poor poorer. The poet feels very sad to see the misery that has filled the life of all men. He says that man himself is the cause of all this. Now, let us read the poem. London by William Blake. I wander through each chartered street. Chartered means divided or demarcated by the city corporation for the purpose of administration. Near where the chartered Thames does flow. Thames is the river Thames that flows through London. And mark in every face I meet. Mark means watch or look at. Marks of weakness, marks of woe. Woe means great sorrow or distress. So the poet wanders through each street of London that is near where the river Thames flows. He meets many people going up and down those streets. He says that he sees the marks of weakness and woe in every face. Each face looks sad and pale. It shows that these people are living a life of deep misery. In every cry of every man, in every infant's cry of fear, in every voice, in every ban, the mind forged manacles I hear. Ban means prohibition. Mind forged means forged in the mind, while manacles means chains. In these lines, the poet says that he hears the cries of men, he hears the cries of infants. All these are cries of fear. He hears trembling voices, he hears of many bans that have been put on man. The poet says that in all these cries, voices, and bans, he hears the clang of chains that man himself has forged. The poet means to say, man himself is responsible for all his woes. He himself has built up a society that is oppressing him. How the chimney sweepers cry. Chimney sweepers are those whose occupation is to remove soot from the pipes of a chimney. This job was done by little children in the 19th century England. How the chimney sweepers cry, every blackening church appalls. Blackening church means the soot of the chimneys is blackening the churches also, or the churches are themselves blackening like the chimney sweepers, because they are helpless in doing anything for the poor children. Appalls means alarms, or frightens, or oppresses. And the hapless soldier's sigh runs in blood down palace walls. Hapless means unlucky. Soldier's sigh means the sigh of the dying soldier. Palace walls is the blood of the dying soldier flows down the walls of the royal palace as the soldier fights to protect his king and his palace and dies for him. During the days of the Industrial Revolution, little children were employed to remove soot from the chimneys of factories. It was a dangerous work. The poet hears the cries of these poor chimney sweepers. The smoke rising from the chimneys has blackened every church also. In other words, the church itself has become helpless in the new social order. It can't do anything for the poor children. Then the poet talks of the unfortunate soldiers. These soldiers fight to protect the king and his palace and get badly wounded or killed. The poet sees the blood of these unfortunate soldiers dripping down the palace walls. But the careless king, living secure inside the palace, has no feeling for them. Thus, the poet brings out the helplessness of the church and the carelessness of the king. Now, let us read the last stanza of this poem. But most through midnight streets I hear how the youthful harlots curse. Youthful harlot is the young prostitute. Blast the newborn infant's tear. Blast means destroys or tears away suddenly. And blights with plagues the marriage hears. Plagues means life destroying diseases. Hears is a kind of vehicle for carrying a coffin to a funeral. The poet wanders through the streets of London and hears many painful cries. But the most painful thing he hears is the cursing voice of the young harlot. This voice blasts the life of the newborn infant. It makes a hears of a marriage bed. The poet sees how poverty leads young women to harlotry and how harlotry destroys married life. Men who seek the pleasure of love in harlots destroy not only their own married life but also the life of their children. The infant, whether the child of loveless marriage or of the harlot, is blasted as soon as born. Such an infant never has the chance to grow up healthy and happy. So, our present poem, London by William Blake, ends here. This poem is a bitter comment on the social evils like exploitation of the poor, child labor, and harlotry. It is an indictment of the ruling classes that have no sympathy for the poor. It is an indictment of the church also that remains a silent spectator to the miseries of poor children. The poem, in fact, is a realistic portrayal of life in the 19th century England. So, I hope you understand the poem very well. If you understand the poem, then please like, share and comment on the video. And please subscribe the channel for further such updates. This much all in this lecture. Stay tuned for further such lectures. Thank you very much for joining us.